What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Race 2 for IROC 3 2017. We're here at Riverside, a speedway that doesn't exist anymore, and we've got one of the better known YouTubers that I've ever come across, David Land, here to help me out with today's 7-lap race here at Riverside. David, what can you tell us about Riverside Speedway?
Well, they paved paradise and put up a parking lot, but more to the point, this is a fantastic road course, similar to Sonoma. In fact, I think Sonoma was built kind of in mirror to this track. Very long, very fast road course, and it should suit these Porsche 911s very well.
Hopefully David's correct, and whoa, Sonic Fan got loose going through the first corner, but yes, Riverside, they paved it over to build a mall and a couple residential areas, so it doesn't exist anymore, but as you can see by the racing that we're getting in the first few corners, they made a mistake. These guys are racing really hard right now for the first lap of this race.
Wow, James IROC is just banging wheels with Matt Faust. I don't know if he did something with his girlfriend or something or what, but not very happy with Matt Faust right now.
Damn. David Land's putting down right here. Matt Faust fell back a good bit towards the first few parts of that one, but Jacob Cummings, I think Jacob Cummings is the leader, he is, and Kyler Boggs in second. We've got our 12-car field. This track, I don't know, how long is this track, David? Do you remember?
It's somewhere between 2.5 and 3 miles. I don't remember the exact measurements.
It's a pretty long track when you're driving it. You feel like it's long because there's a lot of long straightaways, but yeah, I don't remember the exact measurement, but that's okay. So we're coming up on the longest straightaway on the circuit. Kyler Boggs and David Land just passed Jacob Cummings, and Sonic Fan's going to go with him.
This is where we're going to see some craziness, I suspect, heading into the oval bank turn, the very iconic final turn on this road course. And I'm going to be interested to see how these Porsches draft down this really long straightaway.
Yeah, I'm expecting we're going to see some drafting occur. There is Max Renner drafting Jacob Cummings, and we're going to watch these two because this is probably going to be the most interesting.
Here we go.
There he goes. Nice slingshot.
Clean pass. Looked like we had some side-by-side action there with Faust, perhaps. And we do. Oh, no, Sharp. There's 2 green cars, and it's confusing me.
There are. There's the Chartreuse, Scott Sharp, and then there's Matt Faust in the sea green number 89. But,
Chartreuse, that's one of Uncle Bobby's favorite words.
Chartreuse, yeah.
That's Tony Stewart there in the Chartreuse car.
Oh, David Land. Yeah.
Oh wait, there are 3 green cars. Oh boy, this is just gonna.
Well, but one of them's James IROC, and he's driving a British racing green car, so it's not very, very close. But yeah, it's still there.
Brian LaFleur Jr. as well, kind of got a very similar paint scheme to one David Land. The shades. Wow, look at this.
Oh.
Oh no.
Riley's trying to hold on to it, and he did, but that was hectic.
Wow, a plate race has broken out at Riverside. This is wild right now.
Yeah, this is very interesting that we've got such a pack of cars right here. There goes Brian down the inside of Graham Riley. He was getting a little impatient watching Graham Riley squirrel around.
And Sharp, Scotty Sharp falling back through the field. Out there, they almost went 3 wide. I thought they were going to for a second there. Riley wisely backed out of it, though.
Check in with, it looks like we've got, what, a 2-car breakaway. Kyler Boggs and Sonic Fan 1750.
Very strong IROC driver. I think he's won races in all 3 of the seasons in IROC, so very, very potent driver in these equal cars.
I think you're right. Sonic Fan has been a top performer in this series, which is pretty impressive to get into IROC every year, and then to be competing for wins every year is it just goes to show his performance in generally in motorsports here on this channel. which may or may not translate to real-world application, but you never know. Maybe someone should give Sonic Fan a ride in a NASCAR.
Or maybe a Porsche, as he looks like he's going to challenge Boggs for the lead here on the, what is this, the third lap, starting the third lap?
Yeah, Kyler, oh, is he going to try to pass him on the outside? He is. Side by side.
He didn't stick.
Through the...
But is he going to have the straight line speed? He's on the inside of one of the S's here. Ooh!
Contact. Oh, and he got...
No!
He tried not to go
take
off.
Him out there.
Ooh! Kyler Boggs just cut him off.
Yeah, this is what we would call argy-bargy. No holds barred racing right now, that's for sure.
Nice Lee Diffie quote there.
I thought that was Calvin Fish. He's always like, oh, Jordan Taylor, he's a little bit of argy-bargy there, turn one here at the Daytona Speedway.
Oh, yeah, he's right. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, if I could, I would just turn the commentary off for the IMSA series. So, let's check it. David Land's catching up to these two. Hey! And he caught up to Kyler Boggs.
Yeah, I think there was some... I suspect that pack did not get through the final corners very clean.
No.
And, but they're all sticking together still. I don't see anybody that has fallen off significantly, unless I'm just miscounting here.
No, they're all still together back here, although some of the drivers have got off of the front of it, like Brian and Max Renner. And Max Renner is going to be catching Kyler Boggs here, and we'll see if he does another one of those slingshots in that little kink that comes up at the end of this really long straightaway here, because he did it before.
He's got help from Brian LaFleur there, so we're going to see if this two-cart tango is able to overcome Kyler Boggs. And indeed, they're going to go three wide? Oh, I thought they were going to go three wide for a second there.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that shows you the power of the draft.
They were flying. Max Renner and Brian LaFleur Jr. were flying through that kink.
And now they set off in pursuit of the leaders.
It looks like they won't have much of a pursuit at the rate they're going at, because they'll be catching up very quickly to David Land and Sonic Fan. Oh, Brian gets a little wide.
He's being aggressive for Mr. LaFleur. I don't think he has an IROC win.
No,
so,
I don't even think Brian's never even been in IROC before. He's never won a championship to get this far, so props to him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising.
because I remember him in... Yeah, see, I'm confusing this with the Clean Coal. Oh, look at this. I hate to be Jeff Gordon, but Land takes the lead, and Renner will follow him through. LaFleur gets held up in the traffic.
Sonic Fan lost a lot of momentum right there.
Boy, and they are just packing up once again.
Wonder if he screwed up a corner, or if he's done something. Maybe he just got out of the groove of his... consistent. Oh, Kyler Boggs is pushing all over the place.
He about got spun out by Scott Sharp there.
What is Kyler doing? Kyler's all over the place right now.
Oh, we can tell the car that sponsored by Martini and Rossi, that's for sure. He's driving just completely erratically right now. And, boy, look, he's back to the inside.
I think
he's banging wheels with Jacob Cummings there for a split second. And they're really holding up the green machines back there with Faust and Sharp.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Pyroark, all the green cars. Once again, just to confuse me to the maximum.
Just to confuse David Land, we put three cars that are all green right next to each other. Now, but I don't know.
This will be the camera angle to watch here, I suspect.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Gonna make it.
This is going to be fun. What is...
Oh, boy.
Scott Sharp dives out. Matt Faust's already down low.
Ooh,
Contact.
I'm just waiting for it to happen. We've got a lot of people who are very aggressive drivers, and I'm expecting the worst.
Well, we've got half of it down, so I wonder if the driver's going to start getting aggressive now.
And Max Renner took the lead from the scoring there, I noticed. So Renner leads from Land and LaFleur, the three guys who seem to be the class of the field right now. But as we've noticed here, leading the race doesn't always lead to actually winning the thing, especially in these IROC races where they're so unpredictable. Ooh, that's another almost spin.
Contact between Faust and Riley. This is the end of the pack. Like, last place in the running order is the most interesting place that I'm seeing some racing going on right now.
Well, you have to keep in mind this is IROC, so I mean these are the guys who are used to winning, and so when you put them at the back of the field, they're just going to really strive to get back up to the front. And if they can, they're just going to smash the hell out of each other, racing for last.
And that's true.
Oh, that was Matt Tuck looking for?
Yeah, Matt Tuck is all over Ian Perez right now, trying to get around him.
They were 3 wide for a second, but he lost out the positioning to Graham Riley there. Now Perez is back there. We got a conga line of IROC cars. Goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness. This is very interesting, to say the least, about what's going on with these cars right now, but there's Ian cutting Kyler off.
Still driving just like, it almost looks like he's got one of his brakes locked on or something. Every time he gets on him, he just veers to the left. It's a very strange looking. Oh, now that was a move to the right, and it looked like a little bit of a blocking maneuver on Jacob Cummings there. But nothing doing. It's going to allow Cummings back through, and here we go. The draft. Well, who is going to get the best run here into the kink on the back straightaway?
I think Kyler's going to want to dive down. Matt Faust did it. Kyler stays in line. Matt Faust's being antsy with Graham Riley. I wonder if Matt and Graham are going to have a little discussion at the end of this one about what's going on here.
I think there are going to be a lot of people having discussions after this. I've seen more body contact here than a Russian club or something like this. I mean, this is crazy right now.
They are all over the place, to say the least.
Oh, 3 wide in turn 1. That was not going to work, and it didn't. But Ian Perez is starting to make his moves up through the field. He's going by Scott Sharp, splitting Sonic Fan right now. 3 wide in the S's. Oh!
Ooh, look out. Scott Sharp was almost off track.
Yeah. I'm surprised they got through that one. And, if somebody hits those tires, I suspect we're going to see an absolutely monumental accident, because I'm pretty sure those tires are not going to move if they hit them.
Oh, no, those tires are solid. They're if you make contact with one of those tires, you're going to fly through the air like a bird. Yeah, that would not be good.
Not wishing this on any of the competitors, but man, that would be cool to see. But here goes Scott Sharp to the inside of Ian Perez. He's going to try to get a 2-for-1 here on Sonic Fan, and he pulls it off. And Jacob Cummings is going to try to follow him through. Perez getting held up by Sonic Fan, and now Boggs is back up into this thing. Oh boy. They're getting stacked up. Usually they get stacked up behind one guy. Because of the draft, you have a lead car, and then everybody behind him stuck up against him. But there goes Sonic Fan! Here we go! Oh no!
Sonic Fan sliding out of the way of all the cars.
That was Perez putting the bumper to him. I think he got sick of getting held up by him.
He must have. Sonic Fan
dumped him.
Slid out of the way, and he is gonna be. Although he's not far enough behind the group, he's going to be able to get back in line with them, and we'll see what happens with that.
Well, I think for sure he's going to be going after Perez now. I mean, that was pretty blatant. I mean, I don't blame Perez. I mean, he's clearly got one of the hot rods here. You got to get to the front here with we're coming up to 1 lap to go, I believe.
Yeah, we're coming to the 1 lap to go, yeah. And I wouldn't say, I bet, Ian's just getting excited because it's the end of the race and it's crunch time to get up towards the front for some points for the championship here, and it's easy to get frustrated at the end of these ones. Now, as for what's happening at the front of the pack, Max Renner has taken a huge lead, and it's pretty clear what's going to become of this one as long as he stays consistent on this last lap. David Land behind him in second, and I think LaFleur's holding on to third. Indeed, he is. So solid run.
It's interesting to see these guys kind of sorted themselves out. I mean, it's just kind of the back of the field where everybody's kind of having trouble. I guess I could say that most of these people are the guys who participate either in clean coal or they run really well on the road courses at Brickles. You're seeing kind of those people come to the front, and you're seeing some of these guys who are in here because of NASCAR or the oval track racing in the Brickles series. You're seeing them kind of battling in the argy-barginess here at the back, I would say. A little bit of different disciplines. That's kind of what we like about IROC. You have to get out of your comfort zone at least once during the series.
That is very true. That is exactly what happens with these drivers that come from the NASCAR series versus the ones that come from clean coal and substop and et cetera, et cetera. As David Land's caught up to Max Renner now, we might actually have a pretty good race to the line here for the finish.
With no bias shown here, I would say Land's probably got the best positioning here. It'll be interesting to see if LaFleur can catch up here, but I would say, from what we've seen earlier, as long as Renner doesn't play this too dirty, I would say that Land will probably get around here at the kink. We're going to have to see. It's going to be very close.
Oh, when's he going to dive? I can see it. He's already starting to look. No, he doesn't. He doesn't go. Nope, there he goes. Go.
Outside pass. I don't know about this. This is going to be very close at the line, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, David's
banked corner, so he can do this. Here we go.
He's holding his own on the outside.
Oh, it's Talladega all over again.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Max Renner. Oh, it's so close. Oh, he did it. He did it.
No.
David Land.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Is that the closest? I think that may be the closest in IROC history. That may have been closer than the Talladega race. Holy smokes.
That was close. That was one of the closest finishes on a road course, I think, that
easily the closest on a road course, yeah.
Holy crap.
Holy smokes.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is the second time ever that David Land was helping me commentate a race that he ended up winning.
Totally no, that was way more because I commentated like 3 of the clean coal races that I just, mollywopped everybody. Oh, I missed that Porsche 919. That was a beautiful car. But anyway.
Something about David in those Porsches, because
yeah, I know.
Freaking just every car that it's a Porsche in one of my series, David Land has won.
Just call me Nick Tandy.
Nick Tandy has won here at Riverside today. Max Renner, got to give him props, though. He had a really solid run going in that 15 car throughout the course of this one, though. And we got to give props to them, too, because of what we were seeing at the back of the pack compared to what we just saw at the front of the pack. It was a lot cleaner and more civil racing.
Oh, absolutely. There was a lot of respect shown between Land and Renner there coming on the last lap. But look at this little bit of a love tap there from Renner, showing his appreciation, I'm guessing, for the clean racing.
Yeah, these guys did a great job of bringing some exciting action to the end of this race without having Ian Perez sticking his face up Sonic Fan's ass, giving him a little tap there.
I can't blame Ian for doing that. I think Sonic Fan was a little bit out of his depth, it seemed, today. And, you got to move a guy at some point. I think Perez would have wished he'd done it about 3 or 4 laps earlier because he might have been the third car in that battle for the win at the end. But, you can't always get what you want.
That's true, and yeah, I mean, it's just towards the end of the race, that's just what happens. You get a little excited, and you want to get up to the front of the pack, and when you've got a guy in front of you who's slowing you down, you get a little impatient. It happens. I've been in that situation before. It happens, but wow, that was just the finish was just crazy there.
Wow, I mean, you can't ask much more of an IROC race than having decided by 2/100ths of a second. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that was a pretty good race right there. So, your final order, we'll run through it very quickly here. David Land is your victor. We have Max Renner in second. Brian LaFleur Jr. gets top 3 finish here. Scott Sharp in 4th. 5th for Ian Perez. 6th place, Matt Tuck. In 7th is Kyler Boggs. 8th place for Jacob Cummings. 9th for Matt Faust, 10th for James Pyrock, 11th for Graham Riley, and rounding him out is Sonic. Be sure to subscribe to David Land, although I can probably guarantee that anybody watching my videos is subscribed to David Land.
I did not use those words.
He's extraordinarily popular, but nonetheless a great guy and a big help to have commentating with me today. Thank you.
It's always fun to commentate these races. It's always fun, and obviously, as you guys saw today, worth watching every single time.
Yeah, these races, I don't try to make them so interesting, although I would if they were boring, but that is quite the finish for today's race. So next time we see you guys come out for IROC, it will be at the Watkins Glen. That will be up next week. Be sure to check that out and subscribe to my channel if you're looking forward to seeing that come out. One more shout out to David Land.
Woo!
And we'll see you guys next time.